y'all, and welcome back to the thependryhome, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Lakin, and today is a Saturday, and I'm gonna be taking you guys along on our Saturday. It's gonna be a chill day, another just little day in the life. Baby boy's back here napping in his swing right now, while I got ready actually. Yeah, and so actually I think what I also want to do today is, if y'all can see, all of my like summer patriotic decor is still up, and it's August, so I really want to plan my fall decor. And the best way that I always plan decor is to have a clean canvas. So I honestly want to go around the house and get all of this patriotic summer decor taken down and put away. Hopefully I will be able to do that today. And yeah, just kind of take you guys along with us today. It is currently, I don't even know what time it is. Let's see, it is 10:51. So as y'all can already see from the previous day in the life, every day is different. So the previous day in the life, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning when I started filming, and I only had my makeup done. My hair wasn't done, I wasn't dressed, he wasn't dressed. You know, it was just, every day is completely different. I feel like Saturdays and Sundays I actually am ready by 10 o'clock because we get to sleep in a little bit, because we don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock other than like just whenever he wakes up. And he wakes up at 5 o'clock with us just because we get up. But on like the weekend, because we don't wake up at 5 o'clock, he doesn't wake up at 5. He wakes up at a different time. So he didn't start stirring this morning until like 6:30. So we got to sleep in a little bit, and then Houston got up and he went off to work a little bit this morning, and I've just been here with him. So like it's just different. And then Sundays we do plan to get up by like 7, but again, like he gets up usually by like 6:30. So you know, and then I get ready for church, so I'm already ready. Now some Saturdays I don't get ready. It's like a pajama day for us, but yesterday was pajama day. So today I decided we're gonna get ready, we're gonna film, and yeah, kind of just do this stuff today. So that's the plan, and I hope you guys enjoy. Well, somebody actually did decide that they was gonna wake up from their nap, because he's been napping for a little while, for probably 30 minutes or so. Yeah, see, I am gonna wake up. He's probably gonna want a bottle, so I am going to get that fixed. Also, I am probably going to talk about more of our like breastfeeding journey in this video too. Yeah. So we'll talk about that too. I'll kind of talk about it. So our breastfeeding journey, I might do a full video on this, like a full day of like pumping and feeding and all of that if you want to see that. But as far as our breastfeeding journey goes, so I pump, and I was pumping exclusively. So like obviously with breastfeeding, he latched in the hospital and he got the colostrum, and then when we got home I got really engorged and he could not latch, so we were having to bottle feed, and I was also having to supplement him with formula. So I've never talked about this before, but I don't think I have anyway. When I was 18, I had a benign breast nodule removed out of my left breast. And so whenever I got pregnant, they checked everything, you know, just with their hands. They didn't like scan or do like an ultrasound or anything on my breast. But just from like feeling around, they felt like I would be able to breastfeed out of my left breast. And whenever I was 18 and had the surgery done, the surgeon made sure not to get into my milk ducts for future purposes, because, you know, obviously I was 18, I was gonna have kids in the future, and I wanted to breastfeed my babies. So unfortunately what happened is that my left breast really doesn't produce. So what we think happened is that scar tissue has grown into the milk ducts just from the surgery. So I get maybe like half an ounce off of that breast every time I pump, and it's not really the breast that he feeds off of either. So my right breast is the one that does all the work. So with that, I kind of have a low milk supply. So we were having to supplement for a very, very long time. In fact, we even got a baby Breeza machine for formula to supplement him with, just to make things easier. And so I just wanted to continue pumping and breastfeeding him as much as I could. When he turned like 4 weeks old, he just started latching again. Like out of nowhere, he just started asking for the breast again. So I wanted to give that to him because I knew that if he was to feed off of the breast, then it would help my supply and increase it a little bit more, and it absolutely did. So I was just having to pump all the time and all of that. So now I'm pumping and feeding him from the breast, and we still have to supplement formula a little bit, except for some reason, like the past 3 days, I haven't really had to supplement him formula that much at all, really. I just try to give him at least 1 formula bottle a day, just because if my supply is to drop or something, I want his stomach to still be used to the formula. So I've been doing his 1 formula bottle at nighttime before bed, and he's still doing really great with that. So for the most part, he's getting breast milk, which was my goal, for him to get breast milk more than anything. And then he's still getting a supplement bottle as well during, like, at nighttime. So that's kind of our little breastfeeding journey as of now. I do like him to latch at least, and he asks for it. So when he wants to feed off the breast, he will absolutely let me know, and that's what we do. And then whenever, pretty much mainly through the day though, for the majority of his feedings, we do bottle feed. And the reason that we do is because he has really, really bad acid reflux. And so when we went to the pediatrician for his 6-week appointment, because he didn't do, instead of an 8-week appointment, he came in at 6 weeks. And he has, like I said, really bad acid reflux. So instead of putting him on a prescription for it, we have been doing the rice cereal in his bottles, and he is not vomiting anymore. He was like projectile vomiting, like it was so bad. And so he has just like completely changed. He doesn't vomit anymore. He still has spit up here and there, of course, like any baby would, but he's like not as fussy during the day and stuff, because he's actually keeping his food inside of his stomach, and he's going longer intervals with feeding. So that's why in my last video I was kind of like, I don't really know when he's gonna eat next, because it all just started with the rice cereal like a week ago. So all of his eating schedule has changed, because he was every 2 hours on the dot, if not an hour and a half, because he wasn't keeping his food in. He was just projectile vomiting it everywhere. So obviously we were going through more milk too. So now, since he's been on the rice cereal and he's actually keeping his milk in and, you know, going longer intervals, I think that's why I've been able to more so catch up with him with pumping and breastfeeding, because he's not eating 24/7 anymore. And I mean, like when he was eating every 2 hours, he was eating like 3-4 ounce bottles at a time. So y'all do the math. Like, it was a ton of milk, and I just could not do it like off of 1 breast supplying him. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I just could not keep up. So the breastfeeding journey is getting a lot better, thankfully. But I plan on, you know, still pumping and breastfeeding him for as long as I can. My goal right now is probably 6 months, just because I don't want to like really throw like a crazy goal out there and then like disappoint myself. So 6 months, but ultimately I would like to make it to like that year mark, which at that year mark, I would just completely wean him off the breast, and I would just be pumping the milk for him. But yeah, so that's our little breastfeeding journey, but I am gonna go feed him because he is definitely ready. his bottles and stuff washed. I started a load of laundry, made my avocado toast, y'all. I'm so happy my avocado was right because I was wanting that so bad. And then he started getting fussy whenever I was getting the dishes in the sink, so I'm just gonna let them soak for a little while. I can come back to those. And another thing I want to talk to y'all about is, so I started pelvic floor therapy this past Wednesday, and I'll be going every single week until October. But I've been filling out this log every time I drink something, every time I go to the bathroom, and like all that stuff. So yeah, I've been filling this thing out for yesterday, today, and then tomorrow. I just need to do it for 3 days. She said it didn't have to be consecutive days, but I'm OCD, so it's gonna be 3 days straight for me. But anywho, so yeah, I've been filling that out, and my pelvic floor is completely gone, unfortunately. So when I went, it's crazy, like my hips are out, my tailbone was out, like obviously my pelvic floor isn't positioned, you know, everything's crazy down there with my pelvic area. My ribs are out from where they expanded from carrying him. The only thing that was like still normal was that I didn't have any ab separation, and I thought that was like really cool because I was honestly worried about that, but I kind of figured that I didn't have any ab separation because I felt like my core was still extremely strong, and it is. So I was very happy about that. The therapist is really great. She's actually pregnant with her 3rd baby right now, so she knows, and she went through pelvic floor therapy herself, so she completely understands what I'm going through right now. So with my pelvic floor, I feel like still a lot of pulling and a lot of pressure, and when I do a lot in a day, I can definitely notice like a lot of pulling and pressure. I have leakage, and so I've been having to document my leaking as well. And like if I walk a lot, and stuff like that, I just have a very weak pelvic floor. And sometimes, well, most days, this is like TMI, like I don't know. I'll talk about this with my friends, but like, I don't know, this is weird, but I'll tell you guys, because y'all are my friends, so this might help y'all out too. If you've had a baby recently, or you're pregnant and having a baby, at the end of the day, it literally feels like everything's just gonna fall out. Like I will sit down on the toilet and it feels like everything's gonna fall out of me. And sometimes it's not even at the end of the day. Sometimes it's like first thing when I wake up in the morning, like everything is just so weak. Like it's just the labor that I had is what caused it, obviously, which was expected, and you know, it is what it is. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm just happy because, like, honestly, the past like week and a half, I've been able to get in the floor again. I'll be 8 weeks postpartum tomorrow now, and I haven't been able to get down on the floor, and I'm just happy to be able to like squat down on the floor and pick myself back up, because I just could not do that. And obviously when I went into my 6-week postpartum appointment, I kind of knew that physically I wasn't going to get cleared, like to be able to work out again and stuff, and I wasn't, because I have to, you know, they wanted me to do my pelvic floor therapy. So and that was one of my things, like I really want to be able to work out again, but I can still do my housework. And I've always said, I think I've said this in other videos, like cleaning is my cardio. It really is, but it still feels good to be able to like work out and like lift weights and stuff. I really enjoy like strength training, and so that's one of my goals with pelvic floor therapy, is to be able to walk obviously long distances again, and to stop the leakage, stop the feeling that everything's just gonna fall of me after a long day, or you know, sometimes not even a long day. And also just being able to work out again, because I really want to be able to work out again. And so, but so once I get cleared with therapy, then I'll be able to work out again. So I'm super excited about that. But it was totally worth it. Everything that we went through, like totally worth it. For him, obviously. And will I do it again? Absolutely. I'm crazy, and even though my labor was hard and horrible, and I'm 8 weeks postpartum, I'm saying right now, yes, I will absolutely do it again. Actually, after he came out, my husband looked at me and goes, "So are you ready for number 2?" And I was like, absolutely. Like, the doctor was literally like, "Girl, you're literally over here losing all this blood. Like, I'm stitching you a million times, and you're over here saying you're ready to have another baby." But yeah, so I feel like when God gives you that calling, you know, that's just me. I want all the babies that the Lord blesses us with, I will absolutely take, and I'll do it a million times over again, and give him siblings and just have a big happy family, because I just love him so much. I just love everything about it. Yes. Say, God's been good to us. He's been so good to us. So I don't know. I think we're gonna go play. I think we're needing some playtime. And then he might need to go down for another little nap, because he's been up for a little bit now. I know in camera time it doesn't seem like he has, but he has. You need some playtime? And today might be one of those days I'm kind of thinking, look at him, he always be grabbing my hair. Today might be one of those days that I have to wear him around the house to do stuff, especially like when I undecorate and stuff. If I can't keep him content, we usually do that a lot, because there's days where he does not stay content, y'all. The day that I filmed, I feel like he looked like the perfect little child. He is some days he's great, and then some days I have to wear him around the house to do stuff. So, but that's okay. Yeah. Say, some days mommy just has to hold me and keep me close. Right? Yeah. I mean, how could you not just want a million of these, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Played on his play mat, and then I got him down for a nap, and he was like extremely fussy and like overtired for this nap, so it took a little while. And so when he's like that, I don't like to, for nursing purposes, like I don't like him to like use me as a pacifier. They don't recommend you doing that anyway, but if he's extremely fussy, then I will try to nurse him for at least like 10 minutes, because he'll just fall asleep. So I ended up nursing him for like 10 minutes. I am pumping with my mom cozies, and so I don't know how long he's gonna nap. I turned on his sound machine because that always helps when he's extra fussy too, and put him down in his crib. So I am gonna try to get as much as I can done before he wakes up. I don't think it's gonna be a long nap. It might just be like an hour. It's kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna get the dishes washed. I'm gonna start taking down this decor, and I'm gonna pump while I do that. So my pumps are for 30 minutes and then they cut off. So we'll see how much I can get done in this 30-minute time frame, which is always interesting too. And I gotta switch over laundry and all kinds of stuff. So let's get to it. So I wanted to take this time to do our Bible study. And if you don't follow me over on Instagram, which I understand some people don't have Instagram, and on my story, which was today, while I'm doing this voiceover, today is August 14th, which when you see this, it'll be August 15th. A year ago, we were actually in the heat of IVF. And if you are new here, then me and my husband went through IVF to conceive our son, and he is the most precious gift and miracle of our life, and we are just so thankful that the Lord allowed us to go through that, as we obviously struggled with infertility and we're not naturally able to conceive. Ultimately, it was God who made it all work out and who gave us our son. But a year ago today, I was on day 3 of my shots. And one of the miraculous things is that, we didn't share our IVF journey until after I was pregnant. Nobody knew we were going through it other than a few friends and some of our family. Not even all of our family knew that we were going through IVF. So getting to share this now a year later just is so special, and hoping that it will help somebody as well. But a year ago, I was on day 3 of my stem shots. If anybody has Snapchat or not, but I have Snapchat, and one of my memories on Snapchat popped up, and at the time it was a memory from August 14th of 2018, and it was this Bible scripture right here that I'm about to read to you, and that is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, and I'm going to read verse 9 and 10, and it says, "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, than the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake, for when I am weak, then am I strong." Got all the decor down, and if y'all saw, my house is very messy right now. It is not as clean as it usually is anywhere. I still gotta get in the closet and get this air mattress put back up there. I gotta get those pillows put back up there. This table over here has got to be cleaned off really badly. There's a phone charger on top of the piano. My kitchen is not organized really anymore, because there's just baby stuff everywhere. Same with my dining room. We're still just kind of figuring everything out, but hopefully I can get everything fixed. Maybe turn this down a little bit. Hopefully I can get everything fixed, back up, and get that clean and organized up again. Nothing is really organized right now. When my mom stayed with us, everything just kind of got put wherever, because when you're in that newborn mode, you really just don't care, okay? So now that I'm back to caring, I do want to get everything cleaned back up again, and I'm slowly but surely working on that for sure. But yeah, so I need to go get the storage bin out to get all this decor put up. I just put it all in the kitchen. I'm gonna get it put up, and then I was thinking about pulling out my fall bins, but I'm probably gonna wait because I really want to get the house cleaned up better than what it is right now. And then I'll pull out my fall stuff probably next week and start going through it and figuring out what I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna be more simple this year. Last year I feel like, yeah, last year was pretty simple, but it's probably gonna be even more simple than last year. I'm just gonna kind of use what I have already out, my neutral decor, like I've been doing for every holiday so far this year, and just kind of work around it. The one holiday that I might go all out for is Christmas, but I may do a more minimal Christmas this year too. I don't know yet. We will see. We will figure it out. But for right now, I'm going to get this decor put away and just kind of see what else I can get done while he naps. So what I'm getting at with those few verses is that on August 14th of 2018, I was just a single girl sitting in my bedroom reading my Bible, and those verses stood out to me, and I just took a picture of them, and I think I posted them on my Snapchat story or something and saved it to my memories, and that popped up on August 14th of 2022 when I was on day 3 of IVF shots. And when you're going through IVF, you're just trying to keep the faith, and you're just praying that everything's going to work out and that this is going to lead you to your miracle, to your baby one day. You don't know when, but you're just trusting in the Lord. And I just remember on that day that popped up, and I read those 2 verses, and it was saying, that even though I may be weak right now, I might feel weak, I'm going to find my strength in God, and God's going to give me the strength to continue what I'm doing, and He's going to provide for me no matter what. And it was like a miracle. It was like the Lord was just speaking to me in that moment. And He already knew. He knew that 4 years prior, that 4 years later, I was going to see that verse, and I was going to need that. And that right there was already a miracle. He had already performed that miracle that He allowed me to see that 4 years later. And that was just amazing. And now, a year later, I'm sitting here with my little miracle, my baby boy. baba for you? Do I have a baba for you? I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, you're my little stinker butt. You're so cute. I love you. I love you. Ooh. Yeah? You had a real good nap, didn't you? Alright, let's go eat, little booger. Okay, so he took way longer of a nap than what I thought he would, and he's working on his bottle. He just drank 2.5 ounces, and then he usually takes like a little break, burps, you know, whatever, and then he'll finish it. I read this thing that said something like, it just kind of popped up on Instagram or something, and it said, you know, like when you you feel better? He was trying to yawn, I think, and burped. Anywho, whenever we eat, you know, we don't just eat a full meal without taking breaks. Like, you know, we take breaks. We don't just like scarf it all down. So like, don't expect your child to just drink their full bottle without like taking a break. You know, they might drink half of it, take a break, and then come back to the other half. Or they might, you know, drink 3/4 of it and then drink the other 1/4, you know, in a few minutes. Like, it's completely normal. So I thought that was like duh, obviously very interesting, you know. So anywho, he took like way longer of a nap. I got a ton of stuff done, and I actually started editing this video. I got it all the way edited up until this point, and it's a very long video. So I hope you guys like longer videos. Let me know if you like the longer ones versus the shorter ones. I personally like watching both. So like when I watch vlogs and stuff, or day in the life, I like short ones, I like long ones. Either one, I like both of them. But I think Houston's gonna come home. He actually ended up working a lot longer than what I thought he was going to today. I think he's gonna come home, and I originally was gonna cook supper tonight, but I think we're gonna go out instead. So we might take you guys with us for that. And so that way you guys can see him, because it's been a while since he's been in a video. You wanna show your daddy? As always, I would like to mention that if anybody has any prayer requests, then you can always leave those down in the comments below. Or if you have a praise report, I would love to read through that as well. So Houston got home, and we decided that we were indeed gonna go get some food, but I don't know, we might just bring it back to the house. We're just gonna maybe pick something up and bring it back, because where he worked longer. There we go, boo-boo. Let me start the car up too. It's like really hot. It's real hot, ain't it? Are you going for a ride? You got the sun in your face. You going for a ride? Huh? You gonna go bye-bye? Yeah. See, I like to go for rides. See, it's fun. Y'all, we came to Taco Bell. Last time we did a food video, I was 35 weeks pregnant. 35 weeks pregnant. That means that it has literally been, okay, so 5 weeks, he'll be 8 weeks, 13 weeks. That's like over 3 months. Yeah, because that was in May. And it's August. I miss being pregnant. Do you miss me being pregnant?
I don't know about all that.
Not like that pregnant. Like at the end, it was rough.
The beginning was rough too because I was sick 24/7.
Yeah.
But it was cute, my little bump. Until he decided that he was going to be an 8-pound baby. Then it wasn't so cute no more. No, it was cute. I look back at pictures of me when I was pregnant. I was like, oh, he was inside of me. Look, he was growing in there. It's cute. You don't think so?
Yeah.
I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't I?
Sassy.
Well, I'm always sassy.
Sassier.
Well, yeah, probably. Because I was pregnant. Tell y'all.
Your favorite place, my not so favorite place.
I do. So I started eating Taco Bell again whenever we were going through IVF. Because when we were going through IVF, they wanted me, now not everybody that goes through IVF, but me, because I have a very low BMI. And so I had to eat a lot of sodium because it was supposed to keep me from getting the ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, which I still ended up getting. But because I had such a low BMI and everything, that's why they told me to eat a ton of sodium. So every day I was eating out, like fast food, just so I would eat a ton of sodium. And it was so bad to the point that I didn't want to eat fast food anymore. Like, I was wanting to eat healthy because I was so over fast food. Like, I was literally, me and my friend, she was pregnant, so we were going to like every fast food restaurant, like just trying them all. And I hadn't had Taco Bell since I was in high school, like probably junior year. I don't even think I ate it as a senior. I may have ate it as a senior. But, so I was like, let's go to Taco Bell. And then my obsession, it started again. And then I couldn't eat it. And I don't know, I think it was like in my second trimester, once I got over like my sickness, I was wanting Taco Bell again. I was like, man, I am craving Taco Bell again. So, yeah, I like Taco Bell. I know it's not for everybody, but I enjoy it, and I still do. They have a pumpkin patch.
Just now noticed that.
Yeah. There's some big pumpkins in that thing. I don't get out anymore, Houston.
Well, it's only been there for like 2.5 months.
You realize that he's 2 months old. Okay. Haha. Yeah, time flies, don't it?
Joke's on me.
Joke's on you. Okay, we're back home with our Taco Bell. Houston's got 3 different burritos. Well, we both have 3 different burritos. So what we did was we got 3 burritos. We cut them in half. So that way we have 3 different burritos and a taco and fire sauce. You gonna regret it?
Always do.
Alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, then don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below so you can join the Pendryhome family. Because now it's not just us.
Yep.
There's 3.
Just like and subscribe.
And there's a puppy and a kitty. Look at the kids. You see these kids? Look at all these children. Look at these children. They're so cute.
Most of the time.
Okay, well, Joe Dallas is always cute, okay? The animals are sassy. The animals are real sassy. But anywho, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
See ya.